Hello, and welcome to the Miraculous Fanworks YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to share some amazing writing prompts that server members have posted in the Writing Prompts channel. Writers, if you need a little break from your current work in progress, or if you need some inspiration, the Writing Prompts channel is sure to give it to you. These prompts have earned enough star reactions in the channel to be shared by all of our social media accounts. So with that in mind, let's get started. Before we begin, do you like how we're doing? Let us know by hitting the like and subscribe buttons below. Comments are also very much appreciated. Here's a prompt by DFC Fanfics. Gabriel returns to his lair in monarch garb, ready to prepare his latest anti-Ladybug stratagem, only to find a small black cat hovering in front of him.
You are in so much trouble,
Plague growls. Momentarily startled, Monarch recovers quickly. Ah! What a nice surprise, he declares. It seems that one of my two targets has decided to come and surrender.
Fat chance, Purple Boy.
Ah, but what choice do you have? Asks Monarch with a sneer. It holds so many of your Kwame-kin hostage, you wouldn't want anything to happen to... Glancing behind him at the dazzling array of mini prisons, Monarch's voice drops off as he notices assorted beanie babies sitting inside them.
You thought that you could cage Kwamis indefinitely? Techno magic? What a maroon,
Scoffs Plague.
They got loose and they found me. And now I found you.
Crackling with energy, Plague approaches the horrified villain.
You have 60 seconds to get out of the building, he howls. Run!
And Monarch runs. Marinette wakes up to chaos all around her. Her friends are peppering her with questions, comparing notes as to how Adrian's belongings somehow appeared in all of their bedrooms overnight. It's almost as if, like, something opened portals up and shoved all his stuff through them, Nina muses. But who could do that? Marinette, have you seen Adrian? Gasps Alia. His house was destroyed last night. A noise from upstairs gets her attention. I'll be right back, Marinette yelps and climbs up and out and finds Adrian under a blanket on her balcony, a suitcase by his side. Hi, I live here now, he ventures timidly. Here's a prompt by Agnes. When exhausted, Adrian is a heavy sleeper, and unbeknownst to him, he is a cuddler, to only one person in particular. The scene is set, a 3-hour bus ride for a class trip, a convoluted plan that got Marinette and Adrian to sit next to each other, Adrian exhausted from a photo shoot and a Kuma attack the night before. 15 minutes after the bus starts moving, they both fall asleep. Straight up knocked out, soft snores and all. 5 minutes after that, Adrian's arm snakes itself around Marinette and pulls her close, nuzzling his nose into her hair and hums contentedly. The class finds it adorable. After the first hour, though, they decide to try an experiment. They try and pry Marinette out of Adrian's hold, subsequently waking her up and freaking her out. His hold isn't just the casual sweet cuddle hold, it's like an iron latch around Marinette. After a couple of minutes of trying to get Marinette out so she doesn't die of cardiac arrest from all the internal freakout, they finally manage to get her free and she runs to the bathroom to recuperate. Immediately, Adrian seems to get restless, hands searching for something next to him. Lila tries to take advantage and sits next to him, wanting to savor the look on Marinette's face when she sees them. It works for all of 2 seconds. Adrian pulls Lila close, scrunches his nose, and shoves her away immediately, still searching for his former cuddle partner. The class is in such hysterics that even Lila can't garner any sympathy with her fake tears. When Marinette comes out, they ask her to try staying next to him again, and when she does, Adrian snuggles her like there's no tomorrow. Alia films the entire thing and delights in the cherry red blush that Adrian nurses for the rest of the day when she shows him the video. Here's a prompt by Tywaz. An alternate universe where Lila is actually telling the truth. Her grandmother was a fox-themed superhero. She just wasn't using the Fox Miraculous. The two items look similar by coincidence. She was rescued by what she thought was Ladybug, and they became friends. It's actually a Sentimaster that Gabriel was using as part of a long con. She did see Marinette stealing the test papers. This was also a Sentimaster as part of a different plan. And so on. Here's a prompt by Seas of Silver. Marinette couldn't help but worry about Adrian. As her classmates discussed Mother's Day plans, Adrian was notably silent. The rest of the class may have been oblivious, but she saw, as did Nino. The two of them had pulled him aside afterwards and tried their best to comfort him and lift his spirits, but while the smile he gave them was genuine, but she knew it was to put them at ease. It didn't sit well with her. After school, she decided to drop her belongings off at home before doing an impromptu solo patrol to work off her discomfort. She had circled back home when she saw a group of students with sports bags leave the school. Fencing must have just finished. She spotted Kagami getting into her car, but Adrian's bodyguard was still waiting for him. Impulsively, she dropped down to the front of the school, and as if summoned, Adrian appeared. Ladybug? Hey, Adrian, she greeted. Are you alright? He gave her an inquisitive look. Why wouldn't I be? She hadn't thought this through. Her eyes lifted to her balcony, wondering how she could escape. I see, he said with a smile. Marinette talked to you, didn't she? Biting down on her panic, she asked, What makes you think that? Apart from the glance to her home, I know she was concerned about me today, and I wouldn't put it past our everyday Ladybug to know the Ladybug. Relief swept through her, and she played along with this convenient excuse. She was worried you'd be lonely on Mother's Day, and seemed quite distressed that you might be suffering alone. I decided to check in on you for her. Thank you, Ladybug. How should I thank her? Well, if she is anything like me, she'd probably want to invite you over for Mother's Day at her home. She is. You both share so many qualities, like your brilliance and your smiles. She blushed. But I wouldn't want to impose. She'd offer, so accept, she said. Go talk to her. His smile was real this time. I will. Here's a prompt by the Master. Master Fu didn't lose his memory while giving away the guardianship. He continues to support Marinette until one day, Su-Han appears and joins in mentoring superheroes. Obviously, these two had a very lasting conflict. Su-Han. What do you mean they do not know each other? Master Fu. Master Su-Han. These times are different. There is need to keep their identities hidden from each other, especially that they're miraculous. Su-Han. You totally lost your mind, whiny chicken legs. Master Fu. Look who's speaking, baldy bushy brows. Here's a prompt by Kato GS123. Adrian can't help but feel something is off. His parents are happily still married, he's allowed to go to school and only has to model once a week during the weekends, and he can choose if he models or not that week. Sure, if he made plans with his friends only, but still. And even then, he has to get his father's approval first. But only maybe once or twice a month does his father say no to weekend plans that isn't modeling or something to do with his father's company. And he even has the best girlfriend he could ever get. Not to mention his childhood friend Chloe recently stopped being so... well, you get the idea. But he still can't help but feel something is wrong, like something is missing. He even looks at his hand sometimes to try to figure it out, but he still can't figure out what's wrong. That is, until one day he heard a voice in his room in the middle of the night.
Hey, kid, you need to find the ring.
Adrian looks around, but can't see who spoke to him. But a part of him knows who that is. Now Adrian needs to figure out what is wrong. Will he find what he is looking for? Will he accept what has happened? And will he avoid heartbreak along the way as he spirals down into the pits of the unknown to find the secrets that he believes are out there? Meanwhile, Cat Kwame, you dare try to undo all that I have done?
Better to restore order than to let a madman like you have your way. Adrian will find the ring, and together we will stalk you, Mahakmoth. Or should I call you Gabriel Agrast?
Here's a prompt by Leo112358. Adrian refuses to go on the World Fashion Tour shoot without Marinette. When asked why, he just mumbles something about not wanting to miss being around her. So against his best judgment, Gabriel sends Marinette along. Meanwhile, Gabriel wonders why Ladybug and Cat Noir aren't showing up to any of his attacks. Here's a prompt by Edmund. When Adrian wants to go to an anime convention and cosplay for the first time with his friends, Gabriel forbids it. Not wanting his charge to be denied yet another freedom and happy memory, the gorilla arranges to take Adrian to the convention himself, and does this by lying about a flat tire. Adrian is ecstatic and plots for the next convention and how he can rope the gorilla into a big cosplay so they can match. Here's a prompt by King Zupu. Welcome back to Cat Chat, where we sink our claws into everything there is to know about the heroes of Paris. Now, we all know that Ladybug and Cat Noir are secretly dating, but let's shift our focus to one of the newest heroes, Purple Tigress. For a newbie, she seems quite friendly with Cat Noir, more than any hero besides Ladybug herself. In fact, I might even call their relationship familial. I know that's some big news, but the bigger question is, how are they related? Now, some of my colleagues have suggested that they are brother and sister, which I won't rule out, but my theory is that Purple Tigress is actually the daughter of Ladybug and Cat Noir sent from the future. Marinette. They can't really believe this, can they? Alia. Actually, the reason I'm showing you this conspiracy counterpart to the Ladybug now is because this has taken the city by storm and a lot of people believe it. Do you have a miraculous writing prompt in mind and want to share it with the fandom? Your prompt could potentially be written by writers on the server and could also be featured on our Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, and YouTube accounts. Join the Miraculous Fanworks Discord server and drop your prompts into the Writing Prompts channel. The link can be found in the description below. Want exclusive insights into our upcoming server events and news? How about access to our VIP channel and a special role on the server? Or maybe a physical copy of a vinyl sticker sent to you each month? Interested? Check out our Patreon for more information. And don't forget to stay miraculous.